There must be some blade to outweigh the life of a noble. Hello, Braz. Hello.
Cover.
Hello, my name is Tova, elven mage, noble, you know. I shake your hand.
It probably takes Roxy like a minute to just process, and then she'll finally just extend her hand to shake.
Cover, this is Roxy. Roxy, this is
Roxy, what a great name. Hello.
Thank
You're
you.
a cleric?
Yes.
Judged by your outfit? That's wonderful. Do you, by any chance, know how to get rid of all these curses we're all saddled with?
I do.
Wonderful. I drop my alter self.
Oh
As you
yeah,
can see,
he looked like this beautiful elf, and now his skin is crackling, almost like when you look at dried like clay as it's breaking in pieces, and you can see cracks within his skin. Something very odd is happening, but it doesn't look like clay. It looks like skin, but it's gray, and something's definitely off and wrong about it.
I would very much like to not have this. I can deal with missing a foot, and I can deal with all this other.
Yeah, you look
weird
down and you actually see one of his feet is made out of wood.
Yes, it's not ideal.
I think Roxy just looks very perplexed right now. Just like, what is happening?
I know it's a lot to take in.
Good lord, use moisturizer, Harley said.
I mean,
If you can be of any help, that would be wonderful.
I can try. I can't guarantee results, but I could give it a try. And I guess Roxy will cast Dispel Magic on him.
All right, do it up.
Let's see.
Yeah, use that spell slot, and you cast Dispel Magic, and slowly his skin starts coming back, and it looks more natural.
Okay.
And you look down,
my
and
God, that's so
it takes a
much
while, but finally
better.
your hands, and then the tip of your nose. Like your nose, for some reason, takes a while. The rest of your face is normal than your nose, and the like fingers on your hands take a bit longer. It's almost like the tips of everything take much longer than everything else.
Well, I owe you a great debt. And to start, here's a good berry. And here's one for you, Baz.
He hands you a berry. You're like, right.
Not just any berry, it's magical.
He hands you what you believe is a magical berry.
With the town's food supply being what it is right now. Thank you.
I know, right? I should really be selling these. If only I had some sort of mercantile experience.
You've all been eating the food here, but it's been tasting disgusting. Tastes like vomit.
Well, if you have food for the town, you can at least help supply. There's probably some people that need it.
I'm supplying you right now. And Bad's here. And myself,
Just-
of course.
Just... Okay.
There may be others that need it more, I believe is what Roxy is saying.
Oh,
Yes.
sure, if they can, like, offer me something in return, I'd be more than happy.
The town's going through quite a bit. Don't you think it would help to at least be slightly charitable, considering the situation?
No, I'm more than happy to be charitable, but I need things too, like a place to sleep at night. I don't know if you've ever tried sleeping outside, but it's not great.
As you say that, Tover, roll me a 1d10,000. This is
Son of a bitch.
another one for Tover. This comes from E-Man Gons. Thank you, Gons. Appreciate it, buddy.
Thanks,
That
guys.
makes such a
Thanks,
jerk.
Gons. I think they just love Tover because he's just such a.
I love him to death, but like, oh my gosh.
Oh my god, this is fucking weird. Okay. As Tover says this final line, you see around him slowly marble starts forming around him until you can't move really. You can talk, but it's muffled behind marble. He's encased in marble. And slowly the marble that's encasing him looks like a sarcophagus.
Teach Tover some humility.
Thanks, old Mr. Frodo. The 8 months of subscription gets a mag hype and mag love in chat.
Mr. Frodo! Mr. Frodo!
But thank you, Gons. You can still talk, but it is muffled behind this marble.
Well, at least it's marble.
I guess Roxy just looks over at Baz and then looks back over at Tober and like, what? Did you? What?
This is not intentional.
I noticed. She kind of like taps on the marble.
Yeah, it sounds like you're knocking a marble. It's solid. Inside, as she taps on it, it echoes inside of the case a little bit, but
yep.
For you.
I just
Now
bang
you
my
know what a
head
fish
against the
feels
thing
like when
level.
someone taps on the glass.
Great.
Yeah.
That feels great.
So are you like in there, or is it?
I am, in fact, in the sarcophagus, or whatever this is. Is it a box? I would like to get out.
I have a brilliant idea. She looks over at Baz. Baz, can you smash this but not hurt him? That's the important part. That is the really important part, Baz.
You could do like non-lethal damage. I'll allow it.
I can try.
If he gets really hurt, I can heal him, but let's not make that the goal.
Baz kind of he like puts his hand on it and says, "Are you able to duck?"
No, you can't move. You can't move. Currently.
No, I'm not able to duck. I can't move at all.
I think
Is it like exactly as tall as he was, or is it a little taller?
Yeah, it's like he was sitting in the chair and just encased around him. Now what you see is a chair that has a block of marble just sitting on it in the shape of kind of a sarcophagus. And with that line of, can you duck? And him being like, no, I can't move. We're going to pan out of the inn. And we'll come back to that scene. And you can think on what you want to do with that whole thing. We pan out of that scene and we see Gaz falling once again. This time as a young bear. Not a cub, but a young bear. He's falling and slowly, you look around and you are no longer falling. You are again in a place that you have never been before. Around you is
sniff with my bare nose.
Yeah, you sniff with your bare nose and you look around. The grass is tall. It's almost up to your shoulders. And so you're in like this tall grass and you're sniffing around, and above you is a blue, deep, dark night sky with stars twinkling about. And you see someone standing by a tree off in the distance. Tover, you're actually here.
Why am I here?
You are standing by this tree. Gaz doesn't know what's over there, but Gaz can see that someone is standing over there by the tree.
I rumble over there in a friendly trot.
Tover, you're standing next to a tree. It's a large tree. It's all by its lonesome in this giant field. The grass is up to about your kneecap. And the sky is this beautiful, clear, dark blue with the stars twinkling about. And you're kind of leaned up against the tree, and you see in the grass something moving and coming towards you. Can't quite make out what it is.
If you're a wild animal, I'm not that kind of druid. And I prepare a magic missile.
Yeah, you prepare a magic missile. And
Did
I'll
you
let you
say
guys
that
take
out
it away.
loud? And can I understand common when I'm a bear?
Yes, you can understand what he's saying.
Okay.
You can understand
Can
everything
you
that you can as
understand
Gaz.
Elven.
No,
You say
I
it
do
in
not
Elven.
speak Elven.
Too
Do you say it in
bad.
Elven?
Yes, that's my natural language.
Okay. Yeah, you say it in Elven. And so what you hear is like this beautiful sound that you might have heard before, but you don't know what he's saying. But he did say something to you.
When he starts talking, I will slow down and stop. And if I'm close enough to see that he's like a person,
Mhm.
I will sort of vocalize at him. I don't roar. I just like a roar, but in a friendly way. And I give him a very people-looking smile, like he's
Yeah,
never
so
seen a
you
bear
see
do.
this, you finally see it now. It's probably about 20 feet away from you, this bear. It's a tiny bear cub, or not bear cub, it's like a medium, like a young bear. And it kind of just sits, it has its little paws, down, it's like sitting its butt down, and it has like its front feet close in the front, and it kind of like is just like, "Argh." Like you just hear like this, it's not like a growl, but it's just like, "Argh."
Well, that's adorable.
Like it's like whining at you.
But I remember stories about this from druid school. And when you see a baby bear, there's a mama bear, and the mama bear is not friendly. I look around and try to find the mama bear.
Yeah, you're looking around for a mama bear, and you don't see one anywhere. Roll me 3 1d 10,000s, though. And this is from Aurora. Now that E-Man warmed Tover up for me. 3 wild magics for Tover. Thank you so much for the
charity.
$45. That is a
It's 3 numbers.
okay, I see the numbers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seem more efficient.
Okay, you're just gonna write this down. You are 20% more likely to drown when you're burned by magical fire. Well, that's gonna be fun. I mean, there's a fire dragon.
By magical fire.
Roll me a Constitution save. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Oh, wait, that's just a normal roll. There we go. 1 higher.
You are looking down at this bear, and slowly, you're holding your bow. Is that what you were holding? A bow?
I don't have a bow.
Oh, you were holding your magic missile out, right? That's what you were doing?
Mhm.
And slowly you look down and your hand is starting to disintegrate. And then you look at your others and your hands
Not
are just slowly
again.
your hands are slowly disappearing. Until
I
your
need-
whole arms on both sides are gone. You have no arms.
Ugh.
Gaz, you see this. You just see his arms slowly disintegrating and disappearing.
Gaz the bear jumps up as soon as that happens, thinking that he or perhaps both of them are under wizard attack somewhere, and darts around looking and sniffing for the threat.
Okay.
He's been disarmed.
He's been disarmed. Yeah, what do you do, Tover?
Down. Well, come on, finish it.
You say to the bear.
No, just to the universe in general. Lost a foot, lost 2 arms. Clearly, there's a next step.
What language are you saying this in? Are you still talking in Elven or in Common now? Or
I have no reason to think there's anyone or anything that can understand language, so
You're speaking in Elven. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you just see him he doesn't look distressed. He actually looks like he's casually standing there, and he's just like, you see him armless, talking up to the sky.
Gaz
And
the
you're-
bear looks at Tover and does this move, like the double paw, face palm, and shaking his head, and then sets his paws back down with this obviously sad bear frown.
Yes, you've got arms. I can tell. Good job.
Do you continue saying that in Elvish?
Mm-hmm.
That's really funny. Gaz has
Gaz
no idea what you're saying to him.
Trots very slowly toward Tover and moves in to nuzzle him comfortingly unless Tover like whips out a bazooka or something.
Nope. I just, I show the throat. Just kill me. Get it over with.
Gaz does not
probably
kill
some-
you. Gaz
Probably some
Wrinkles up
kind
and
of
cuddles
demon
you.
in disguise.
Yeah, so you say that, and you're just talking in Elvish, like saying these things and muttering to yourself, leaned up against the tree, and you just feel this bear rubbing up against your legs. And it looks like it's actually trying to comfort you.
I
It's
would
just
pet
like,
you, but I have no arms.
After a minute or two of this, he sits back down again and shrugs.
Yes. I do have shoulders still, so I can do that. And I shrug back.
Yeah, you shrug back. And as you look down at your shoulders, actually, it looks like where you would have your arms and your where your arms would connect with your shoulder. It doesn't look like you're bleeding or anything like that. It looks like it's like you've been like that your entire life. Like you've had no arms. It's like little knobs on the sides of your arms.
Yep. And I'm in the middle of nowhere, with no one to help. This is just wonderful.
Gaz tries to help by being comforting and supportive, but he's just a bear. And even if he had all of his people powers, he doesn't really know how to heal. Although, what do I have skill-wise? I do have survival, and I do have a new bear nose. Can I smell around to try to find a healing herb or something like that?
Ooh. All right. Yeah, roll me either. I don't know if survival would be the right for that. Maybe
Perception?
nature for perception first to see if you, or investigation maybe, because you're like looking specifically for a type of plant, and then of course once you find plants, nature to see if you know if that plant is useful for healing.
Aww.
You look around, you see grass, lots and lots of grass. You actually find some kind of flower thing, and you kind of bite it with your little bear mouth and come tumbling back. So what you see, Tover, is the bear disappears, trounces off, and you see it slowly coming back, and it has like this little flower in its mouth, and it comes back and sits in front of you with the flower in its mouth.
That'll solve all my problems. Thank you, though.
What do you
I
do with
plop
the flower?
down.
You put it down on the ground? Yeah, he puts it down on the ground in front of you.
I would pick it up, but no arms.
I
Are you still
look at
talking
you,
about-
looking down at the flower, and then looking up at around, and then like pick the flower back up with my teeth, and just like
Oh, the cam's
I'll
got
put
all
up
messed up.
toward you.
If everyone can drop cam, and I'll put you all back in order. I think someone hit their cam. I think it
Okay.
was Tech.
I did nothing.
Stop it.
Roxy, put your cam on. Then Tover. Then Gaz.
All right, let me go to start video. There we
And then
go.
Baz. Sorry, go ahead. Continue your RP.
After pressing the flower up against Tover for another minute or two, Gaz just lets it drop down. And
Well, if you're pressing it up to my face, I'll try to grab it.
Well, you can
Yes.
try. He's a smaller bear, so maybe he could put his hands up on the tree to kind of like give himself a little up, or you can kind of sit on your back.
I'm
Like
sitting
this?
down because this is
Oh.
give up time.
Okay, yeah, you're like slouched down, sitting down. Yeah, so if he stands up, he's as tall as you then. If he like
Okay.
if you get on your hind legs and you hold it in front of him, I want fan art of this. This is adorable.
When Tover takes on the completely dejected, defeated, sit down and wait to die face, Gaz rumbles around behind him and like starts nosing him in the back, like trying to get him up.
Yeah, you have this bear trying to nudge you up.
Really? I have to walk through to my death as well? Fine. I get up. Which way to certain death?
Yeah, you
Is this
stand
this
up
way?
and roll me 3 more 1d10,000s.
Of course.
Aurora says, Mortal Kombat voice, finish him. I win hands down. 3 more for Tover. Oh, God.
Poor Tover.
Okay, we're raising a lot of money for the
Oh
kids.
no! Oh no!
I rolled high. High is good.
High is not good.
High is great.
I guess just write this down because I'm not sure when this is going to happen. But when you see or are hit by magic, you're going to giggle for 1d10 rounds. Which
When I
will be
see
really
or
funny.
hear
Like,
magic,
you're
I
just
can-
uncontrollably going to be laughing.
So, like, if he casts magic missile, he's gonna start laughing.
Ooh, this is going to be cool. Write this down as well. The next weapon nearby to draw blood thereby fulfills a
Oh
prophecy.
man, a prophecy.
That means I need to write something down on my end. I need to have a prophecy that will be fulfilled when you do that.
Blood for the blood god.
Ooh, I'm not going to tell you what this last one is. I will show you what it is in a moment. Ooh, all right. Yeah, so, Gaz, what's your plan? You're nudging him to... Where are you trying to take him?
As soon as I can get him up, I start my perimeter patrol and look for another gap like the one there was last time that I can maybe fit through now that I'm a bear.
Well, you're just surrounded by a field, so all you see is, like, you're looking around and
Oh,
all
it's
you
just
see
grass
is-
forever.
It's grass forever and one giant tree. The tree that Tover was leaning up against.
I sniff around the roots of the tree. Can I get under it? Are there any berries at its feet? What's going on?
And roll me investigation. At advantage, because you're sniffing around using your bear senses.
Oh, an 8.
Yeah, with an 8, I think you actually put your nose in the dirt, and the dirt smells very dirt. Like there's little bits of tree branches, like tree roots that are coming up, but they're covered, some bits are covered by grass. The tree itself, as you're looking up at it, has a ton of branches and tons of leaves along the branches. It's very thick. It looks bolsterous and full of life, and around the grass is just this gorgeous green. It actually feels really nice against your body when you were running through it.
Well, bears are fantastic tree climbers, so I will dig the old claw into the trunk and scrabble on up.
Yeah, roll me athletics.
This is more my wheelhouse.
Yeah,
Well, there's no way I'm going to be able to like follow you up there. So I'll just be down here.
I love it. Yeah, you say that, and the bear turns, like, as the bear's climbing, it looks back at you, makes like a whining noise again, and you see it just sink its claws into the tree, and it shimmies its way up into the tree. What's your plan as you get into this tree?
I am going to first look to see if there's anything up in here in the branches, live, dead, or otherwise, and then go up as high as I can before the boughs start to break, and look out upon the horizon to see where I could maybe lead my new friend in this apparently endless prairie.
Yeah. You climb the tree, and you're looking for something in the tree. Roll me in nature. And, roll this with advantage.
21.
You look in the tree and you grab some of the branches, you shake them, you climb your way through and you shimmy your way. And you see in this one spot on the tree, there's a fruit. And it looks kind of almost pear-shaped. but it's pulsing. And it has a maroonish tint to it.
Does it smell healthy or evil?
As you're sniffing it with your nose, it smells delicious. It smells fruity and berry.
I will take
It's the only
fruit.
fruit that you see in the tree.
I will take the fruit in my grizzly paw and wave back down to Tover.
You're gonna have to roll me a strength check to rip this off and hold on to the tree.
Okay. 25.
Okay. $25. Yeah, you're able to kind of grasp it and pull it off the tree. The branches shake, and some of the leaves start falling down on top of you, Tover, as you're like looking up. Yeah, you're holding on to the fruit. You're muted? Or can anyone else hear him? Okay. Yeah, none of us can hear you.
Cliffhanger.
How about now?
Yeah,
There you are.
Yay!
He
Sometimes
lives.
it does that. Okay. Is this tree the kind of tree that you can kind of get back down to hop level just by going branch to branch? Or would I have to climb back down in the trunk and be unable to do that with the fruit still in my paw?
If you put the fruit in your mouth and you climb down with your paws, I think you should be able to climb down it.
That's what
Yeah, with your 13, you're fine.
Okay. And then I will take the fruit out of my bear drool mouth with my nasty bark paw and raise it up to Tover's face. Be like,
Yeah.
"Roar."
He
Well,
holds
it's
up.
either going to cure me or kill me, and I'm all right with both of those results. I'll take a bite.
And do you eat it?
I do indeed.
You bend down and just eat it out of his paw, is what I'm guessing you're doing, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And Tover, you hear a voice inside of your head. Or not Tover, Gaz. Do you have faith, young cub?
Yes. Yes, I do.
And Tover, this time you hear him like roaring at you as you're biting into this, and he's holding his paw out. And again, you hear the roaring of a voice in your head again, Gaz. What do you think it will do to him?
It will make him whole again by the power of the bear. Or lead him to the wisdom of his situation. I do not know. It is up to the bear.
Oh, young cub. Wisdom is important. Are you sure that is what that fruit shall do?
I'm not sure at all, but I have faith. That is the nature of faith.
What is the nature of faith to you?
To believe in that which is right, even if you're not completely sure of it at the time, with your own senses.
Sometimes. And you see, as Tover, you take another bite. The bear is like roaring at you. You're not sure if it's, it doesn't look aggressive. It just looks like it's talking to you. But it's not looking at you. It's like looking around and looking up as it's talking. And you just keep biting on this fruit. And slowly, as you're biting on this fruit, your arms slowly come to.
I was banking on death. I guess this is a lot better.
I roar happily.
Yeah,
and I roar, thank you, back to the bear voice.
Yeah, and the
Pet the bear.
and the fruit slowly hits the ground, and when the fruit hits the ground, It's almost like the instant it does it, in the space that the fruit does, the ground changes and around the ground spreads, and all the long grass that was once there wilts and falls, and it slowly disappears. The tree is gone. It looks just like a stump, and around you, you can see dead bodies all about you. You see in the distance, there's like probably 300 bears lined up. They're all wearing armor. Some of them have people on top of them. It looks like humans, orcs, all kinds of different races. And off to the left from you, you see a whole slew of horses. It's probably like 500, 600, maybe 1,000 of them. You can't see past the horizon. And you see them all with lances and swords and shields. And the horses themselves have armor on them. But the bears that are over to the right, not all of, like, the armor that they're wearing is not as fancy. You see that the ones on the right are mostly orcs. There are some humans involved in there. There looks like there may be some wargs with goblins. And to the left are elves. It looks like mostly elves, maybe some humans that are mixed into there. But it's clearly a battlefield. And Gaz, you slowly start transforming. And Tover, you're seeing this.
I pet him and then he turns back into a dude.
He turns into a half-orc.
Huh. Well, at least it's not me this time that's getting horribly transformed.
Do you say that in common?
Oh, still elvish. And
Okay.
then I say, hello, can you understand me, little bear?
Hello. I understand you very well.
And
Oh,
that
okay,
is the
then-
moment we're going to pan out and come back into the inn. And we're back in the inn where there is a marble sarcophagus sitting there. The last wild magic we got was the entire area will be the site of a monumental battlefield. So that's what's happening there. It actually kind of works out perfectly. So GG on that wild magic. We see Baz sitting at the table looking at this weird marble sarcophagus, as well as Roxy sitting across the table from him. I will be right back, but I'll be hearing you guys, so go ahead and RP.
Okay. So, see, you think he's okay in there?
I don't know. Should we find a pickaxe?
Do you think that would help in this? Like, he just turned into... This town is weird sometimes. It really is weird.
You said he was inside it. Maybe
Yeah.
we could break him out?
That's why I suggested you, like, smash it or something. I'm not exactly strong myself. You seem to be a lot more bigger than me.
As strong as I am, I don't think I can break marble with my bare hands.
I wasn't suggesting with your bare hands, but if you think you could do it, take it. I bet all I have is a quarterstaff. It's not going to break the marble. Do you have something like a pickaxe you could use?
I have...
You both are talking, and you realize that Tover's being really quiet. Baz, you've never heard Tover be quiet.
Because I muted
Fair.
myself.
Yeah, I think upon that, like, occurring to Buzz, he leans over and he knocks on it.
You don't hear anything. Just it sounds like, you know, the knock of knocking on marble.
Do you think he passed out? Is there any airflow in there? He probably is passed out. We should probably hurry this up.
Buzz gets his axe out.
Yeah.
Roxy immediately moves back and like, oh god.
You gonna axe it? A question? Go
Yeah.
ahead.
All right, it's a natural 20.
All right, natural 20. You tell me how you hit this perfectly in order to break it, but not harm what's inside.
I think that Buzz tries to line up a shot at like a corner, maybe if it's like kind of squared, so you could like kind of break off the chunk without it going through and into the empty compartment.
Okay. Yeah. And as you hit it, the marble starts splitting. You're able to pull it open. And Tover, you breathe in and you're there again. You take a big gasp of air. You're muted.
Oh, I'm back in the thing. All right.
You
still
remember
alive
everything
and-
that just happened to you too, when you were with this bear that turned into an orc, half orc. You remember all of that. It's almost like as you were encased in that, you were like portaled into another place. Like it felt so real, and then you're standing. Now you're like catching your breath again. It's almost like something's very weird.
You
This-
stopped talking, so I thought you might be dying.
Yeah.
No, I'm perfectly. Wait, do I have my arms?
Yes.
They should still be there.
I was careful not to hit you.
Yeah. You're not out. We just made you an air hole. Well, Baz made you an air hole.
I do like to breathe.
I think Baz is like trying to pry parts of it apart with his hand now, or hands.
Yeah,
I
you're-
think I just got hit by like 5 of these magical surges. As I was teleported to a different place, there was a bear, and I lost my arms, which is really
bear?
not fun.
That's
Yes, a little bear.
that.
It was cute as heck until it turned into an orc.
Wait,
Which,
Baz
let's
stops and looks at Roxy.
an
it gave me a
orc.
fruit that grew my arms back. It's nice.
Did you ask for his name?
The bear? No.
The orc.
Oh, I was only got like 2 seconds with the orc before I teleported back here, so no, I did not.
Can you?
I don't know if it
What-
had a name yet.
What did it look like? What did the orc look like?
Well, I would show you, but my arms.
Describe
are encased
yourself,
in
Gaz.
marble.
As a bear, I was an unremarkable young black bear. As a half orc, I was this really short, really wide, beefy as hell, bald, tusked, slightly greenish brown guy with a dumb smile on my face and like leather pants, and that was it. Mostly naked.
And as you're describing that, Tover, to them,
No, I wait for them to get me out of the box so I can just silent image it or minor illusion it.
oh, okay, yeah. Baz is able to get you out of that with a natural 20 to you're out, you can get out of that as quickly as you guys
Ah,
want
there
to.
we go. Now we're back until the next weird thing happens and I get encased in, I don't know, molasses or whatever. Anyway, this is what the orc looks like. And I make an illusion to show exactly what he looks like.
You recognize that. That is Gaz. Both of you have, journeyed with him. In that moment that is him.
But more importantly, this is what he looked like as a bear. Isn't that adorable?
It's
Look
so
at those
cute.
Right?
Oh my god.
Where
Makes
was
such
I
a
got
cute
hugs.
bear.
Yes.
He is far more physically appealing as a bear than a person.
Mhm.
Everyone
Tover,
is
roll me a 1d10,000.
Oh,
This one is from old Mr. Frodo. They're all ganging up on you.
I built them specifically
It's for the
this
kids,
purpose.
though.
It's for the kids.
For the kids. Am I doubling up again? I don't think this is the one where I disintegrate all my limbs.
In this moment, as you're talking about how cute the bear is, you feel like something's wrong with your clothes. You need to burn them right away. If you do not burn them, you are going to die. If you don't burn all your clothes, you're going to die.
Death it is.
So what does Tober do? That is what he's feeling right now. He feels like if he does not take his clothes off and burn them, that he's going to die. There is a hearth in the inn as well, if you want to run over there.
This is such a hard choice. I worked so hard for these clothes.
Tober's never gonna have clothes, is what we figured out.
Why? Forget all the limbs. This is the worst one.
It is probably the
This
worst
one.
one for you because you are a noble who cares a lot about clothing and status.
Oh, no.
You know what? I'm gonna risk it, and I prepare to die.
All right. You feel this burning sensation on your skin.
Oh, sorry.
It's almost like acid peeling away at your skin, and you can feel it just all over you, and you just start screaming. You
I check if it's real first, or if it's in my head.
Yeah, when you look down, when you move your shirt over to look at your skin, it looks like it's just peeling away.
Oh, change my mind. Change my mind. Rip off all the clothes and toss them in the fire.
Yeah, you just see him taking off all his clothes. He runs up because you picked a table kind of in the back, right, Baz? You just go flying forward. People are in the middle of eating meals, drinking. Everyone kind of stops talking, and then there's little hush whispers as you're running naked past them, pulling off bits of your clothes, and you throw them in the hearth, and you're on the stage by the hearth, and all they can see is your butt.
Roxy is covering her eyes.
Back of you is your butt in all its glory.
Roxy's covering her
And you
face.
stand there, you're relieved. You're standing in front of the hearth, and you look at your skin, and that little bit of skin that was on your shoulder that you saw that was melted away. It's beautiful now. It's back to normal, and you're standing there naked, and you hear some giggling in the background. There's some gasps, whispers.
Yes, I know. It's another weird magic thing. I had to burn my clothes or die. And I chose death, but it hurt, so I changed my mind. Anyway, alter self, so now I'm wearing clothes again. This is going to do for now until I, once again, figure out where to get clothes in this damn town.
He walks back, and he looks stressed. So before you turn around, you do that, and then you
If any
turn
of
around.
you see this tailor woman that's supposed to live here, send her my way, yeah?
Roll me a
my
perception
apologies
check.
for the nudity.
Roll me a perception check, Tober.
All right.
I think it does, old Mr. Frodo. So hold on a second. It's, okay, you don't see it. You turn around, and as you're walking forward, you just can't control yourself. Roll me a 1d10.
Okay.
Roll me a 1d10.
Oh, no.
You start giggling for 4 minutes.
Right. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, because the first time you see magic, you start giggling. Start laughing uncontrollably.
Yeah.
And so as he's coming back to the table, he's just... What does it sound like when Tover's laughing?
Well, it's a giggle, so I can't really do a giggle very well.
Okay.
So that's all just imagine.
Okay. So you just hear him giggling, and he sits at the table. Part of you is giggling now. As you giggle even harder because you realize I'm actually naked, but no one knows that I'm naked. I'm the only one that knows I'm naked. And so you start laughing even harder, and then it starts calming down, and then you think about it some more. And then you start laughing because I had arms. I was missing my arms 5 minutes ago, and now I have arms again. And you just start like, it's just like this, like you just keep laughing. It's almost like you're going insane. And you both are hearing him laugh as he's sitting next to you.
Roxy's moving as far away from him as possible. Just like, nope.
Yeah, you just kind of scoot your chair back a bit.
Buzz just kind of looks at him. Uh-huh.
Is he alright?
You're whispering this to Baz, but like Tover can totally hear it.
Well, I still have all my limbs except for the foot. So, wait, did the foot grow back when I ate the?
No, your
the
foot's
foot?
still made of wood. Yeah, you're saying a word and then you laugh, and then you say another word and you laugh. So you're like saying this sentence, but it's like it's hard to understand you because you're laughing.
You know, I should really
roll me a Constitution save
this magic thing.
or
What am I rolling?
concentration save. So Constitution.
Oh, right, because I'm laughing and now
Yeah.
it breaks the spell. Yep.
Oh no.
Concentration. How do I roll that?
So on the top there's a con save.
Is it a Constitution save? Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, you're able to keep the spell up. Probably because a bit of you is laughing about the fact that you're naked, and no one knows that. So you're actually like are thinking about the spell. All right.
But anyway, Tover, where did you see Gas though? He sort of went missing.
Yeah, well, so did I. I teleported to a field where there was a tree, and then the tree vanished, became a stump, and all the grass turned into, it withered. Also, there was an army.
He's
So
describing all this, and in between the sentences, he starts cackling and laughing.
Have you ever seen a bear wearing armor? Ridiculous.
He just starts laughing really hard.
Roxy's probably getting slightly annoyed because she's trying to ask, and Tover's just laughing at her, so she's getting slightly annoyed. Like, I need you to pay attention for a moment. Where did you see Gas?
And at that moment, that's when you no longer are laughing.
Oh, it stopped. That's good. Sorry about that. I was one of those random magical hooplas that said I had to giggle next time I saw magic. And being as I am a mage, that was bound to happen. Anyway, I don't know where exactly this field was because I was teleported there. Didn't see any, really noticeable landmarks except for that tree, but since that vanished and became a stump, I don't know. So unless you have any historical knowledge about a battle featuring armored bears and orcs, I have no idea.
I don't think I've heard anyone talk about anything like that before.
You're all welcome to roll a history check,
Nat 20.
except for Tover.
Same.
Oh, yeah. The two of you think about it, and, Roxy, you at first are like, I don't think I've heard of this. Mark down your roll, your 20. You think about it more, and bears in armor with orcs. You do remember something. It didn't happen here, though. It happened very far away. There was a war between orcs and the elves long, long time ago.
Oh, it's elven lore. I might know it then.
This was ages and ages before the society that you all know now. In fact, it doesn't have a name that you can remember necessarily. But what happened here was they were fighting over the lands. This was sacred land to the bears. Many of the orcs had befriended them. And Mother Earth, as far as you know what they called it, Mother Earth called upon the creatures of the land. So you saw all these wolves, like wolf-like creatures, or wargs, as you might know of them, and these bears to fight on her behalf in order to stop the devastation that was happening in the forest. But the elves, they continued to chop down the forest and use the wood to build their houses, these gorgeous, beautiful homes, which they carved and engraved, and people came from long and far away to come see the beautiful structures that they built. Some people paid for more structures to be built. And so the forest was continually desecrated, and the trees were continually taken away. Until this moment where this battle happened to stop it and reclaim the land so the trees once more could grow, untouched and unscathed by the elves. And that's what you both know. Now, Tover, you can roll me a history check.
Yeah. No idea.
Tover, you have heard the story, but from a different side. Your story that you heard was that these creatures came and they attacked your lands, that they tried to steal what belonged to you, and rightfully so, the nobles of the elven kind. For you're the oldest creatures that exist in these lands, or so you all believe. The creatures there they didn't belong in those lands. You belonged in those lands. The orcs, they must have trained the creatures to obey them, to attack you.
Mm-hmm.
Creatures are stupid. They don't do those things on their own. They just want to live and eat and mate.
Poop everywhere. Yep.
Yeah. They would have no reason to attack you and force and work together like that. It must have been the orcs. The orcs are the reason why that battle happened.
Anyway, it looked like a scene from that battle from long ago.
Well, did he seem alright? Like, was he hurt in any way?
Well, he was an adorable bear. And
I know, he's so cute.
as an orc, he looked exactly as I displayed him. So, if that's okay for his doing.
Adora bear.
Yep. You be the judge.
Well, we have to find a way to help him or something. We can't just leave him in the middle of what appears to be a battle.
I mean, that battle happened long ago, right?
Right?
Well, then he's either in the past, which means he's long dead, or he's in a place where there is no battle because that battle happened long ago and it was just like a weird vision-y thing. Which means he's just in the woods. Which, as a bear, he would be very comfortable.
I mean, we did leave him in the company of a older druid.
See, druids, they love the woods. Not me, but, normal druids. He's fine.
I still like to think we could try to find him or something. Just to make sure.
I mean, I'm sure you could send him some kind of magical message. And if it doesn't deliver, that means he's in the past.
I don't have anything like that on me.
No, I don't either. I'm sorry to say. What about you, Baz? Any ideas?
Mine only sends messages to that half stone person.
Oh yeah. I
We're
forgot
on.
she had the.
Semi-solid as snake.
Yeah, Caitlin is playing a character who is like basically, yeah, Snake.
Some Hideo Kojima character because she's super into that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. So everyone that was with her has like speaking stones, and she uses them to talk to them. But the stones just float, and they like stand next to you, and so she's saying it, but then it's repeating it like on the stone next to her.
Because
She's
they're
always
the
talking-
codec.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. It was a magic item someone donated to her.
So good. Well,
Anyway, I wouldn't worry about him. I mean, the further away he is from this place, the safer he's going to be. I mean,
but he's in the middle of a war zone. That's not exactly any safer.
It's a war, but it all turned out all right. He's probably smart enough to stay away from the war as well. I mean, who would just walk into that battle? That's just stupid.
Roxy, you know that war did not end all right. There were many casualties. Thousands.
I mean, yes, people died, but we won. And that's the important thing.
I think Roxy's like half tempted to hit him. she's half tempted to hit
Roll
him.
me a will save.
Can I just ignore the nat 20 just to see if I do it?
Yeah, go ahead. This is not a this is just like a will save for yourself. It's not actually like I'm not making you roll it. It's you choosing to roll it. Because sometimes I, as a person, like I want to do this, but does my character? I don't know.
Probably hit the wrong thing. It'll be fine. Probably hit the wrong thing.
Yeah, the wisdom save. I think it's the same bonus for you. It's
Yeah, it's still 2.
It's in the saving throws area.
Oh, I see it. I'm just blind. Sorry. Technically, I am, but that's beside the point.
Oh, you failed. That's an 8.
Nope. Roxy just goes up to him and just.
Okay, give us a strength check. See if you can even hit him.
Does the nat 20 apply to this? Because I want to.
If you choose to use it, yeah.
Yep. No, she's gonna flat out just.
Yeah. So Roxy punches you in the face.
I
Right in the
just-
moneymaker, Tover.
What just happened?
Are you gonna attack back? Because then we have to roll initiative if you are.
No.
Okay.
But I am angry, so I gotta. You can't just punch and
Roll
what
me
are
a strength
you doing?
check. Or a strength actual. just strength, not the strength save.
Just strength.
And then Tover, roll me a con save. You just got popped in the face.
Come on.
Tover, you're naked again.
What?
Yeah, you punch him, and he's just butt naked.
You just
You get to
punched
see
his
the full
clothes off.
frontal this time. You only saw the
Oh.
booty and the back before, now you got all of it.
And my character sheet's having a heart attack. Give me a second.
Yeah, it's just the strength on the left side.
Nope.
You punch him, but it's not very hard. But it catches him off guard, and he drops his spell. She kind of there's like a little bit of a you feel it's like when someone like gives you a high five and it's a hard high five. You know what I mean? And you can feel a little burn, but that's it. Like you're not gonna have a bruise or a scar or anything like that.
How dare you strike me, young lady? I am a
She's-
noble.
She's probably just like realizing he's naked and just covering her face. Just like, oh my god.
Don't you
no.
hide your shame. That's assault.
You're the one that's naked!
Well, sure, but that's only because you broke my concentration by
But
punching me.
But why are you naked?
Because I burned my clothes. Weren't you paying attention? Anyway, I
Oh my god.
reapply the illusion.
You reapply the illusion. Your clothes are back on.
Roxy
Are
is
there
just
any
completely
guards
red.
here? That woman punched me.